And we are back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity! We've made it through the Glacial Interpass, and now we are inside the glacier, I would guess, because it's Glacial Underpass. I don't know. Yeah, and you can clearly see with that glass ceiling that we are indeed inside the glacier, which is kind of weird. That's definitely sunlight, yet we are within the structure. It seems this whole chamber is covered with a layer of ice, so right now we are actually inside the glacier. Inside the glacier? Yes, it looks as though the glacier is hollow inside. Look up. Yeah, that's what I was pointing out earlier. It's sparkling. It's a ceiling of ice. With the light from outside being reflected by the ice, this whole place is covered in ice. I suppose it's like a giant dome of ice. And that thing in the middle. What could it possibly be? Those pillars of ice? It's like a whole bunch of ice pillars were stuck on top of one another in a big... Well, it's almost like a big palace of ice. I bet that'll probably be like the name of it. Ice Palace or something like that. The Great Crystal. I know this makes me sound like kind of a ungrateful douchebag, but I actually can't wait till we get back to Post Town. I mean, it makes me sound like, oh man, I wish I'd never gone on this journey. I mean, I know in Post Town everybody's bored and crap and nobody likes Post Town. But, you know, I would kind of like to get back to the normal life. I'm going to keep my party the same because it is a Psychic type V-Wave right now, and Espeon has the advantage. Oh wow, we have these outside areas. No more Zoroas! No more Zoroas! We have dealt with enough Zoroas. I do not need to see any more Zoroas. Oh wow, look at that! Verziel's right on top of the stairs. Wow, and the stairs are right here as well. This is amazing. And Palpitoad's here? Whoa! Oh, it's actually a Zoroa! What do you know? I really like this music. This music has put me in a good mood. I don't know why, it just is. It just is. I like this music. A lot. It sounds intense, but at the same time it sounds kind of like royal. I don't know. It's like fitting palace music, since this place is called Glacier Palace. I knew it would be like Ice Palace or Glacier Palace, something like that. I don't mean, not because I like knew stuff about this prior, but I'm actually gonna let Verzion handle that. Magical Leaf should kill this guy. It didn't kill him? Wow! It's 4 times effective. That's quad effective right there, and it didn't even kill him. It's amazing. Oh, great. Espeon, you handle that. Because, you know, I can't really do anything. This confusion lasts like 10 hours in this game. It's amazing. It's amazing what Soup can do. Why did I just say that? It's so dumb. Wow, so Psybeam KOs a Tortuga that's undamaged, but a Magical Leaf that's quite effective can't KO a Palpitoad. I love Pokemon logic. Do you guys love Pokemon logic? I love Pokemon logic. I love this part of the music. I love this part. I'm gonna go and like every soundtrack on YouTube that has this music. So don't be surprised if you see JPR PokeTrainer 98 liked Glacier Palace BGM. I don't know. Do you guys do that? Do you guys like look for Pokemon music on YouTube? I don't know, maybe I'm like the only person in the world that does that. I don't know. I like Pokemon music. Some people are like, oh my god, it sucks. But you know what? Think about it. Some crazy Japanese man worked his tail off to create that music, and people just go and diss that. Junichi Masuda, actually, I think he made all the original music. I'm not sure if he makes it all anymore. In fact, Junichi Masuda is with Game Freak, and this game was developed by Chunsoft, so that means there's different music composers for these Mystery Dungeon games. So I don't think it's Junichi Masuda, because Junichi Masuda is part of Game Freak, and this game is not Game Freak. It's kind of weird, isn't it? You would expect like the same people to make on all the Pokemon games, but you know, no, there's actually different departments, like completely different departments of people make these Pokemon games. I don't know, it's kind of surprising to me. Because you wouldn't think that, like, oh, so many different departments of people make Pokemon games. Zoro right here, oh my goodness. I hate that Fury Swipes, it does a lot. Oh, and that's a Zorua too. See, that Electro Ball's gonna do a lot of damage, but I was like, nope, it's a Zorua. 148 Poke, that's quite a lot actually. Oh, would you look at that, it's actually a Zorua. Wow, and you had to miss too. Isn't that just amazing? Oh, but Thundershock got upgraded, so I guess it's all good in the end. It's all good in the end. We're on the 8th floor already? I've been enjoying this so much. I don't know, yesterday when I was recording like the Telluric Path and the Great Glacier, it's hard to say. The Great Glacier. When I was recording those walkthroughs, it was like, oh my goodness. It's like I couldn't wait to get out, but I'm actually enjoying these dungeons today. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a cutscene? Oh, it is. Ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha. Why does everybody, like, laugh when they're panting? That's so weird. Yeah, I'm fine. It seems a little hard to breathe in here, but, you know, I've been thinking the same thing. Maybe it's because we come up so high. Maybe it's the fact that, oh, I don't know, we are inside a glacier where there's, like, no oxygen. You know, it's, like, not, it's, like, all blocked off and crap. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. Oh, they're floating. The Great Crystal. It exists. That's not all. There are other things floating here and there. So that's true. Looks that way. You can't just chalk it up to a baseless rumor anymore. The legendary Great Crystal has been a story up until now. But now we've come here, it's finally starting to feel like it could be real. Aren't these prisms? That's not even a real word, is it? Like, Magnagate isn't a real word. Did you say treasure? That's right. But what a shock. I've never seen this many of them in one place before. Well, this discovery alone has surely made the trip worth it. Isn't this great, Big Al? We're surrounded by all this treasure. Heh, and they aren't just valued by their beauty, you know. Big Al, can I borrow you for a moment? Do you see that large opening at the end of the prism? Would you try sending something into that opening? Into the hole? Sure. We are the Titans! Team Titans, go! There it echoes. What is that? That white part. That is Big Al's voice, frozen in crystal. My voice? That's right. Now, why don't you try warming up the prism? Oh, so it's probably like gonna release his voice. We are the Titans! So it acts like a voice recorder. I know, right? It's kind of like when you listen to yourself on camera for the first time, and you're like, oh, do I really sound like that? I still kind of get that feeling. I remember when I first joined YouTube and I was just listening to myself in my videos, I was like, oh, do I really sound like that? You sound like really weird on camera. Like, you sound like a lot cooler in your head, and you're like, oh my goodness, I sound so cool, and I'm swagger, and I'm all this. And then you're like, oh, one has already been spoken to. Could be just some dude saying, hey y'all, how you doing? I'll leave this prism behind me. This is a Pokemon's voice. This will be the record of my adventure. I decided to leave this prism here as a record, proving that I reached the Glacier Palace. And I leave this prism and my voice for you. So let's see. I'm really glad I've come this far, seeing solid objects floating in the air, standing inside a hollow glacier, in this fantastic palace of ice. It's been like a dream. Everything seems to sparkle here, and every last thing is amazing. This means someone made it here before us. Virizion, what's the matter? Virizion, are you crying? Oh, cry in a river. Umbreon, I know this voice. It's Keldeo. You mean that Keldeo? The one who sent the letter saying that you weren't friends anymore? But didn't his letter say that you never went to the Great Glacier? So then why is this recording here? I don't know. Keldeoception. Oh, doesn't work as well as Dunsparception. Well, I say all that, but this adventure has definitely been a big trial after all. But the fact that I could overcome all those obstacles and come here today, this adventure of mine isn't over yet. I fully intend to keep traveling this path, to keep delving further into the unknown. If you are playing this back, listening to my voice now, then you must be another adventurer who has overcome the challenges to reach this spot. And if you are, then you must be feeling it. The same thrill of exploring what lies beyond, in uncharted territory. What I'm about to see, and what you will soon discover, they may be the same thing, or completely different. But regardless of what is sitting ahead for us, the heart-pounding thrill that wells up inside of us, that will never change. So I'm off. I wish the best to you, fellow adventurer who might be listening to this message. There were two different Keldeos. Keldeo's actually a bad guy. Somebody actually told me that I should do like an Oprah thing of that. You're a bad guy, and you're a bad guy. You're all bad guys. It's like the Sinnoh region. In the Sinnoh region, it was like, you get an evolution, and you get an evolution, and all of you get an evolution! Ha ha ha! But no, in 5th gen, it's just, you're a bad guy, and you're a bad guy, and you're a bad guy! Yeah.